You need... Ah, thank you for the marker. Please feel free to pick your choice of armor. Luck to you, brave adventurer, and may this armor serve you well.
King's honor, friend.
Who's that? Beauregard, is that you? You'll have to step a little closer. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Walking up like that, I thought you were a gnoll.
Beauregard sent you, did he? Yes, I have spare weapons around here, but first I have a task for you. A while ago, a Defias villain, Deadtooth Jack, tricked me. It was dark, and he was wearing a Stormwind tabard, and I thought he was Marshal Dugan. He said he needed my old Stormwind Marshal's badge, and I gave it to him. And then he laughed and ran off before I could catch him. Get back my badge. Deadtooth Jack probably has it stowed in his camp to the south. Light. Great, you found it. I feared it was gone forever, used by the Defias to impersonate a Stormwind official. Well, that won't happen now, thanks to you. Here are some weapons I used when I was a marshal. I kept them in great shape. Take your pick. Hail, adventurer. I am charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen Knoll encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering Knoll force. Report to Deputy Felden in Lakeshire and tell him of the Knolls. Do this, and I'm sure Felden will offer you a scout's wage. Felden's usually inspecting the area south of the bridge to Lakeshire. There are Red Ridge Knolls that close to Elwyn. They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here is your pay, though you bring us dire news. And it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it. We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those Knolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Red Ridge for Knolls. Harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find those Knolls camped all along the southern road of Redridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, adventurer, and you will be rewarded. I could really use a hand here, adventurer. With the town under siege, it's been hard to get supplies. My tools were being delivered from Goldshire by wagon, but the bridge was blown out. We put the tools in a boat, but the orcs hit it with a catapult. Just my luck. My toolbox sank right to the bottom of the lake. Retrieve my toolbox, adventurer, and I'll make it worth your while. I've been using so much iron keeping the Stormwind Guards outfitted, I don't have enough to supply the stable's horses with shoes. Take this note to Blacksmith Argus in Goldshire. It explains to him my problem and requests a shipment of horseshoes. These are trying times, adventurer. The township is under constant siege. Without reinforcements, we will certainly face defeat. The message I now entrust to you is of utmost importance. Get this report to General Marcus Jonathan of Stormwind immediately. Once your delivery is made, return to me at once with any news, be it good or bad. Now make haste.
Hey there. See you later.
Lake Everstill is famous for its spotted sunfish. There's always demand for them, and I'm running low. Bring me a batch of 10 and I'll barter well for them. If you can't fish yourself, then maybe you can get them off the Murlocs.
Can you do me a favor? I've prepared a lunch for Guard Parker, but he's out on patrol. He's a big, strong Stormwind guard who can defend himself, but it's much too dangerous out there for a townsperson like me. So if you deliver his lunch for me, then come back here and I'll give you a free lunch. Parker patrols the stretch of road leading to Duskwood.
So, Stoutmantle sent you? Well, I owe him. What I am about to tell you could cost me my life. The Defias gang is up to something big. Last I heard they were working in conjunction with various gnolls, kobolds, and even goblins. Take this note to Stoutmantle. It explains as much as I know on the subject.
Need help? Be careful.
Hello? I cannot hear you.
Might be my.
Hold on, let me figure this out. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, I still can't hear you. Hold on.
Greetings. Bah. Should've let that scoundrel rot when I had the chance. This information is crucial. Good work. I wonder what Wiley meant when he mentioned the stonemason.
Okay, let's try this again.
Yo.
Oh, there we go. That
Okay.
sweet, beautiful
I was
voice.
just typing. I was like under input output. It doesn't show your
Yeah,
headphones there, or.
it wasn't. I have so many options that I was like, what the hell is
Oh.
going on? So I was selecting one after the other.
Well, for a while there, I had a bug where like one in every like 4 times I'd come on Discord, it would change that setting. So I thought maybe it was me that was muted. Because
No,
it
no,
would
I,
just change my input.
I saw that it was glowing on your, like, on Discord, your icon. But I was like, okay, either I can't hear or something's broke.
All good.
How's it going, man?
Good. I've been enjoying this.
It's a nice change
Decided
of
to
pace.
level a prot.
Oh, shit, yeah, now you have a taunt or something?
Yeah, I don't have it yet because it's like in a level 15 mine in Lochmodan, so I gotta get it here in the next couple levels. But I don't need it yet because I can't really tank dead mines until like past 15 anyways. So.
Yeah, I'm actually heading into dead mines right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Taunt would take my Crusader Strike away anyways, so while leveling, it's just better to have Crusader Strike.
Oh, I getcha.
It's kind of nice having attacks.
Yeah, I always
As a
remember
paladin.
Classic. It was very auto-attack-ish.
Yeah. Well, like, especially for Paladin. More so than every other class. Like, Paladin was just, excuse me, auto-attack and unleash your seal. And auto-attack and unleash your seal. And then redo your seal and auto-attack. It's just fucking awful.
Yeah, I remember I tried, even in hardcore, as you can tell, I've been playing a little more hardcore than anything else. I
Yeah.
tried Pally, I didn't like it. It looks fun
Yeah.
later on, but it seems very, very boring in the beginning.
Does it?
So I'm glad
seem
that they
fun
actually did some
later
shit. Sorry?
I said, does it look fun later on?
It does, but you have to like that gameplay, I guess.
Fuck that.
It's all for the judgment set. Like, literally, that's all you go. That's the only reason you level Pally.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta try to do this Paladin class quest. This is in the midst of an island in Elwyn that's just over-farmed.
Of course it is. Yeah, once you span out a bit, it's gonna be a little better.
Yeah, for sure. I went and quested in. I did all the way to like the Orange Quest in Lochmodan, and then I got everything done in Elwyn, other than this Paladin class quest. So I can go to Westfall, or I can go to higher end Lochmodan at the moment. But
Yeah, I've been doing a mix of both. I went to, I started off Westfall, went to Lochmodan, came back to Westfall, and then after it told me to go to, I think, Wetlands, but I just don't enjoy the run, so I said screw that and I'm going to go to Red Ridge. And then I was like, oh, I'm a little too low for Red Ridge, let me do a Dead Mines.
oh, yeah, Amy's a night elf, so she just did the like skip to get to this continent.
Yeah, but I have my hardcore mind in there. So whenever it says kill
Yeah.
yourself, I'm like, fuck you, I'm not doing it. But I figured I might as well just do a few Dead Mines runs. As a warrior, it's really cool to like get the gear.
Yeah.
So hoping for a few drops.
Gotcha. What up, Oki?
Hey, Oki.
What up?
What up?
Sup, bruh?
How's it going, man?
So,
Not too bad, you?
Not too bad.
Are you on
Why
the
do I have,
SOG
like, a-
train?
yeah, he's over here. Why do I have a feeling that like one of like Lindsay or Dylan like saved your name for you, but then it's just too embarrassed to say anything now, so they just kept it.
I don't think they did because last I looked, it was like a level 19 alliance.
Oh,
druid
somebody's
or
actually
something.
playing it.
So yeah, there's somebody on alliance that has it.
Gotcha. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Okay, are you Horde? Or Ally?
I'm allied with all you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like our whole 10-man came alliance. Party and Abs are over here too, and
Oh, are they?
then like Nom and Whom and Fish and
Right.
Roro and them, and then some other guys from Nom's Live Guild, but they're raiding right now. So.
Yeah, I lost contact of like who is who. I just saw a lot of people in like the Discord going Horde, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I really don't want to go Horde. So when you told me you were going Ally, I was like, oh, thank God.
When they said that, I was like, oh god, he's probably gonna go Horde. Don't go Horde.
I really didn't feel like going Horde.
I probably wouldn't even be Horde right now on Classic if it wasn't for Dylan. If you wanted to be Horde, I'm fine with that.
When you say classic, you mean Wrath, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Man, I can't get one of these fucking tags. I just want to do my Paladin quest. These guys are out here just doing that other shitty quest.
Do we plan on making a guild on this side
Yeah.
eventually?
I
Sweet.
just haven't.
I don't even know how much does it cost to do that.
I don't think it's that much, but I just haven't done it yet. Probably 10 silver.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was in the golds.
Guys out here like trying to PvP this NPCs, like trying to LOS him behind this thing. He just casting on him right through the fucking wall. He doesn't give a shit. I don't know anybody that went Warlock. I think that might be the only thing. So I'm not sure if anybody did.
It's kind of interesting, yes, because I thought Warlock would be like super hype.
It is. I don't know about you guys, but I've been leveling and there is fucking warlocks everywhere.
I just don't know anybody from our group.
Yeah, no, I get it.
There's like mage, rogues, priests, paladins. I don't think there's a hunter, because Whom was hunter and he wasn't feeling it, so he rerolled hunter.
I'm sorry, he rerolled what?
Druid.
Oh, okay.
Druids are gonna be so OP, I think. With Wind Fury and all that. Or maybe not OP, but not shit. How about that?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Like, lots of classes look like, oh my god, these abilities are going to make them so good, but everybody can't be so good, otherwise there's going to be, like, it's just going to shift the line up to, there's just going to be something shit again, if everybody just moves up. So
right.
I'm curious who's going to actually stand out. Ellie Shaman looked fun, but I didn't want to be Horde. I was disappointed that they didn't make that change. Like, you do all this shit, put Paladin on Horde, put Shaman on Horde.
I was expecting that too.
I agree.
Like, what the fuck? Out of all the changes, that should have been, like, the easiest one to make. With that said, I also feel like they need to do that in an expansion again now. Hey, 3 kills and I got my... I feel like that'd be an interesting thing for them to do. Like, I get that on live now, it's kind of pointless, because you can just play with anybody. But I kind of wish they had done that one more time, where they created 2 new classes and put one on Horde and one on Alliance.
I have a feeling this is like, I think they're just testing the waters, but I feel like all of that is going to be coming. I think they understand that like classic is like a big thing, so everybody's asking for like this classic plus type thing, and this is just a way for them to like see, okay, is this gonna work? Is this not gonna work? And eventually they'll be adding in more stuff.
So far, I find it super interesting. I like how you get the runes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Like I've only got like 6 right now, but
Oh wow, you know a lot. I have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh.
I have 4. And warriors kind of suck, not gonna lie.
yeah. I'm excited for the paladin ones just because, like, at level 25, I'll have, like, consecrate. I'll have, what the fuck's it called? What's the AoE called?
Seal.
No.
Consecrate?
No.
Yeah.
The one you have on live, Oki. Or on in Wrath.
Shield of Justice or whatever?
Oh,
Jesus
Divine
Christ.
Storm.
No, Divine Storm. Thank
Yeah.
Oh. Shield of Justice!
you. It's like, holy fuck. Holy light! No, so I'll have, and then I'll also have Avenger Shield. So I'll
Yeah.
have lots of like multi-tank ability, and like there's one of the things I take is like an increase to Righteous Fury by like 80%. So Paladin Threat should be really good.
Could be. Yeah.
We'll see. But again, I also don't know who else is like. There wasn't a lot of like talk, so I don't know what people are wanting to play. So, like, worst case, I just play something else. I'll play like Red or Holy or whatever's needed. I'm pretty excited to try this 10-man thing though.
Yeah, me too.
I hope it's not fucking lame though. Like if we go in and it's like 15 minutes, and it's just there's no like difficulty to the mechanics at all, then I'm gonna be super disappointed. They're like, it's just a 5-man dungeon with 10 people.
You're talking about the BFD.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, like
Yeah.
like the raid. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I hope not either. I hope they actually like,
I hope it's not shit.
yeah, I hope they put a bit of like challenge to it.
Yeah.
I think they did. I saw some streamers run it in BlizzCon. It looked interesting.
Is it out now or no? Like, is it out right away?
I'm not sure actually. I think it is.
Because like, no one's in it at level 25, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, maybe it isn't.
Because there's more than 50 people at level 25, and there's I don't see a single person in it. So
Maybe they're trying to get level 26,
yeah,
just to be sure, you know.
yeah. Is that also an option? Can you get to 99%? So that as soon as the next phase hits, you just kill a mob and
Asking the real questions. I have no idea.
or just shut off. Now I'm curious. I hope Roro tries the mage healer. Seems neat.
You at mage?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And the healer looked kind of cool, so way cooler than shaman tanking. It's not even new. Nothing that they did is like
Yeah.
super new. Like I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna get all that in Kata. People are like, but you can taunt. I'm like, I could taunt in Kata. Like, the fuck? That's not new. Shaman tanks were already a thing in the game. Like, not an overly used thing. Not like, you're not gonna have like a raid main tank shaman, but it was already a thing. It's not crazy. So, and I was sort of just disappointed in the abilities. So, seems overly boring. But I did want to try Ellie. Like Kata Ellie seemed alright. I mean, it's basically the same as like other versions of Ellie, but
Are you guys all planning on going through Kata?
like our guild is as a whole. I don't know if everyone is, but
Okay.
yep. I'm excited for Kata, much more than I am for the progression we're about to have to do on Lich King.
Yeah, not too
Hero-
thrilled about that.
Heroic Lich King looks like it's far off.
Yeah. No, Kata was the first time I actually like quit WoW for like a longer period of time. So I don't know if I'm gonna try it again.
Kata
I mean, I
was-
have nothing to lose when I think about
Kata
it.
was the first time I took a break from raiding, but it was because I raided too much, not because the raids were bad.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
if anything, I enjoyed everything about Kata except for the world. I didn't like the... I'm not a fan of the change. Like, I'm a huge fan of Stranglethorn Vale, as is, like classic Stranglethorn Vale.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of it post-Kata at all. So, like, I get people's like for it, but in a way, but it's not for me. I do like the change to dungeons, where the quests are just inside dungeons.
Yeah, some
You don't have
good,
to
some
hunt
nice to
for-
haves.
Yeah, but otherwise, I'm like, I'd rather the world be the same.
The only thing I did in Kata before I quit was PvP. And I remember as a priest, it was funny because I don't know if you guys remember the set for the priest PvP. It was that long, like Marge. You know Marge Simpson?
Okay.
That was the helmet.
Oh, oh yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
the best.
No, I'm a fan of, especially I'm a fan of early Kata. So, I like the dungeons, I like gearing through the dungeons, and I like the first 3 raids are fun. I like that there's choice. I like doing them on heroic. I like Firelands, so I like the next tier. So I will for sure commit to the first 2 phases of Shadowlands, or of Kata.
Ew, Shadowlands.
Yeah, no, I'm not committing to that ever. Could you imagine classic
No,
Shadowlands
please don't.
and they're like,
Please don't.
you guys want to jump into Torghast for a bit? Or... Fuck.
I wonder how far they're gonna go with the classic realms. Like, is
I don't know.
Kata gonna be the last one, or is it gonna go further?
Part of me hopes it keeps going, because I can always play them casually.
Yeah, well,
Because
I see it as if
I
people want to play it, they could. If they don't, they don't. But
I didn't raid in Mists really at all. Like,
Mist was fun. I enjoyed Mist
So-
actually.
and that's why I'm saying, like, if they kept it going, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
The only thing that a lot of people are talking about, and I kind of agree with, is you kind of don't want you don't want to keep on splitting your communities because you don't want to get a bunch of dead servers, I guess. But I mean, I guess it comes with the with a bit that oh my god, I'm losing my words.
I
That
hear
way
you.
of thinking.
Yeah.
That risk is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, but then you're also risking, if they don't keep doing it, then they're risking just losing the classic community altogether.
True.
Because a lot of people who play Classic don't play live at all. And like removing Classic's not going to be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll go play live. Like,
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Like nobody who isn't playing live is going, oh, if they get rid of Classic, I'm going back. Like, they're going, if they get rid of Classic, I'm going to Final Fantasy or some shit.
Yep.
Like, so it's sort of a tough spot for them to be in if they don't want to split them.
I'll be right back to seconds.
Yep. So is there a specific spec of Rogue that ends up being better for tanking?
It's probably just combat,
Hmm.
I would guess. From what I've seen, since you don't really get a whole lot of talent points, I think it's just basically
Yeah.
combat.
Like, what does the taunt, like, how does it taunt?
I think it just works as like any other single target taunt.
Yeah, but like, it's just a new ability, or
Yeah.
it's added to an old ability.
No, I think it's added
Okay.
to a new ability. I think it's tied to the rune. You just get
Okay.
the ability.
Yeah, gotcha. It's just like Shaman Taunt they put it into Earth Shock,
Yes.
and then they just gave Paladin the normal taunt that Paladin has come TBC. So,
right.
I'm back, sorry.
welcome back. What spec are you gonna play? Fury? Arms?
Honestly, Fury seems so much fun. But I'm gonna play whatever's like the best, I guess.
Yeah.
Because apparently even now a two-handed Fury is apparently a thing. Warrior is really new to me, so I really don't know. It was between Warrior, Warlock, or Priest, actually.
Nice.
But I never played melee.
Like a lot of fun.
It really does.
I was thinking that would be the first multi-leveled if there's enough to do that makes playing fun. But I have a feeling there won't be. I have a feeling I'll get to 25. I'll get a little bit of dungeon gear. I'll do the raid. I'll be bored. I'll stop. I don't have a lot of faith that they'll do enough. Like, I get that, like, it's just gonna go to the next, like, phase or whatever, and we'll get new levels to get to, and
apparently new dungeon raids or whatever.
Yeah, but whether this first one is good will determine whether or not I waste my time leveling 5 or 10 more levels and doing it again. So I'm hoping that it's good. But between raiding 2 nights a week on Wrath and working 60 hours a week and wanting to play Tarkov and a Tarkov wipe hopefully coming around Christmas, I don't know how much I want to play other versions of WoW. So, like, what live looks fun to me right now, but I don't want to play live. So this has to do something special. Like, I'm watching Numb's Guild Raid right now. Well, they're about done. Probably on their last pull.
And this is next?
No.
Oh, live, sorry.
Live, yeah. They're progging this druid-looking bosses. Crazy how close their DPS is. In Numb's Guild, like everybody's really tight, except for the one rogue. It's just so far above everybody else.
Yeah, assassination is just so good this league or the season.
Yeah, like everybody is right around 200k, and then he's at like 253.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Yeah, crazy.
It's really fun this season.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like I actually want to play, but I do actually really want to kill Heroic Lich King. I just don't know how much I want to do after it. Like how much I just want to keep clearing. But we can get it to one night. That wouldn't be bad, but it'll be tough to fit Lich King into one night when we're still having stupid pulls on fucking Putricide.
Mm-hmm.
And it frustrates the shit out of me. Like Amy was like watching me get so irritated that I just sit there quietly, but like I don't understand why we don't make a strat call. I guess you weren't there first night, Professor. Just came in second night, right? 'Cause you had to leave.
Yeah.
It's like first night Professor wipes were so frustrating to me. The second night were really frustrating as well. Like when Cedric and I were trying to kind of figure out Lust, and Dylan and Lindsay, who are supposed to raid lead, didn't chime in at all. I was so fucking mad. Because, like, this is what should have happened. Like, if I was raid leading, I would have said, third soulstone goes on no one until we're ready. We stop we're failing passing so miserably because, like, you're, me, and, like, 2 other ranged actually do it, and everyone else gets it and sprints around like a fucking idiot. And I'm like, what are you doing? So, it's really irritating. So, we should just go back to killing that person for all 3 of them and be done with it. So Veeps does first, Dylan does second and third. We rebuff him after the third, and we go back to Surdic tanking before Numb. Like, we just got a Shadowmourne. Why are we then having him go prot rather than Surdic? I genuinely don't get it.
Yeah,
but
that doesn't make sense.
Also, Warrior's just squishier. Like, he has shield wall, but that's it. So he's gonna put on a shield and hit shield wall. Bear is just better than that.
Yeah.
So Bear is just, and like Surdic has 2 taunts if one fails or if we do Bob Strat. But there's so many like small adjustments that we could have made that would have saved like 4 wipes, and we just sit there and we don't say anything and we just do it. And I'm like, I don't know. It sucks because we're doing really well up until we get there, and then we just go quiet. And I'm like, why are we not saving 3rd soulstone? And then no one says anything. And I'm like, we should lust. We either lust adds, but then we need to do 2 tanks, or we lust boss and we do 1 tank, and no one says anything. And then Surdic and I are on the same page, but also saying it differently, so we think that we're saying different things than each other, but really we're saying the same thing. But I'm like, we can't, and everybody's like, why aren't we lusting boss? Well, we're not killing the fucking ads.
Right.
Okay, well, and then nobody understands. I'm like, well, if we lost ads, we need to two extra tank professor in phase 3, and then we just don't, and then we wipe because of that. And I'm like, fucking listen. Like, I'm tired of wiping. This is like boss we've killed. There's no reason.
Yeah, like half the time, too, like, I have abilities that I could use, and like, I don't feel like I'm utilized somewhat
Yeah.
either to help out. Like, I just do stuff when I think it's good because no one has told me otherwise, really. Like, I have aura mastery, no one ever tells me to use it besides on, like,
Yeah.
council for fire guy, and like that's it. That's all I'm using it for.
Yeah.
And then like I'll throw it on future side, you know, when like
Well,
Mom
yeah.
or whoever is tanking.
But that's the other thing that bothers me.
Times,
Is
so-
exactly what you're saying, because
Yeah,
Amy's like, why are we Whom was dead and Lindsay was calling a wipe, and I was like, why are we wiping?
yeah,
And well, we don't have pain suppression for Numb, and I'm like, so fucking what? We have fucking paladins, we don't use theirs. Like,
yeah.
it's slightly worse, but they can also do 2. So we can have 2 paladins do it at the same time, or we can have 2 paladins do 1. We can have bubble, group sack, and I believe paladins can bubble, sack, and group sack. But even if they can't, even if I'm wrong there and you can't do both at the same time, you can just do both from 2 paladins.
Right.
And then, like, why the fuck were we wiping? I just,
Yeah.
Oh.
Now we have the other holy paladin, so yeah.
Oh my god. I'm not. I don't know what to say about any of that either, though.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel
'Cause-
about.
Like, it went from party being like by far our best healer
Yeah.
to like Veeps now being that role, and then the new paladins are like not even remotely close to anybody else, and I'm like, we took such a big hit in that role that like Lich King is gonna be
Really tough.
not, because and the other thing is like, one, we need to coordinate stuns. Like, Zooms needs to tank the big guys, and he needs to use his AoE stun on them when they're both enraged. Otherwise, and that should only really happen like once, but they have a cast bar, so they cast their enrage. So both hunters should have their focus up on them with a cast bar clearly visible. You see them casting enrage, and you stop your DPS rotation, and you spam the dispel. And that's it. And then it's gone, and we move on. But he should be stunning them right at the end of their cast. Let them get the cast off, so you don't fuck it up. Let them get it off. As soon as they're enraged, you stun them both. Hunters dispel. That's it. The mechanic is over. But we're
Yeah.
losing our tank to that mechanic.
Yeah. Don't get that.
Do you guys need me to level up my druid and fix all of your guys' problems?
Yeah, it just comes in and moonfires everything. We have good tanks. Like, the thing is we don't have a bad raid team. So, we have a good raid team. We need to settle in. Realistically, we need to get to a point where gear isn't going to be the issue. Realistically, we are more geared now than like progress, like any of the world's first guilds were, but they're also just better. But we're more geared now than they were, so gear really shouldn't be our issue. We should, I don't know, it's almost worth having a guild discussion at some point soon to just maybe clear 1 to 2 more weeks, and then for 1 week we just don't re-clear, we just go back. reset the lockout and kill and work on him for 2 days. And I don't want to do that because it would be fucking awful. But at
Yeah,
the same
we-
time,
Yeah.
once I don't know, we have to. We're never gonna get enough pulls in 2 hours to make real progress. So, and we're also like, we were like adjusting our footwork in phase 1 as though that was the issue. Like the fucking traps were not an issue. It like
No.
Zooms faced the fucking added us twice, but otherwise positioning wasn't a problem. It needs to be stood still more and pumped because like we're behind in damage. We can't get a third. We need to push with 2. And then immediately, the thing is I don't know why people always say, oh no, you don't DPS those, the dog kills them. As soon as we're transitioning, like we're at 0.5% to go to transition, we start dragging him. Melee stays on him and pushes that 0.5%. Range need to switch and kill the fucking big ads. Because we can't leave them up in transition. They cannot be alive in transition. And people are like, oh, let the dot kill them. No! It's gonna kill tanks. It's gonna be harder to trank. It's just, there's so many little things that we could adjust, and we just don't.
Mhm.
Like Party joined whatever the fuck they're called, and they're working on Lich King as well, and they're like last week before their raid they were making like 40% pulls, so they were getting really close to final phase.
Yeah.
But then when you look at their group, like Party's their second best paladin, like realistically, like when you look at their logs, the other paladin's beating them most of the time. And like, that says a lot about where we need to be, let alone damage-wise.
Yeah.
So. And then when you look at our normal pulls and our Valkyr damage, we're gonna get fucked in heroic. We didn't even have heroic Valkyrs, and we're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, because like two
Like-
people died on.
Yeah,
those last
exactly. People
Yeah.
were dying on normal.
time. Yep.
So, I just, oh man. It's frustrating. But like I said, like the cleave damage is there, and I get that cleave needs to happen because the little ads do need to die. They can't stay up. They shouldn't stay up. But at the same time, we had one pull where on details, Reiki was 12th in damage. We have 18 DPS, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
18 DPS and he was 12th. But on
man.
logs, he was first. Because logs doesn't give a fuck about the little ghoul damage.
Right.
And so he didn't do a single tick of AoE or cleave or anything. Full Lich King damage. He was first, and it wasn't very close. He was first by a bit. And that says a lot about where we are with actual push damage. Because I'm watching other guilds, and they're like their first kills. Like I'm watching like uploads in the last week of kills on Lich King, and like they're getting out of that phase so cleanly, and it just feels like a clusterfuck to us. And that's why I want to spend more time, but I also don't.
I just got Smite's Hammer,
Hell yeah.
It's,
and my two-handed mace skill is at 7.
Oh fuck. But it's like 20 DPS, 25 DPS. 20?
It's a whole lot of nothing right now, Tommy.
Well, I mean like in general, the mace has like 20 DPS on it, I think.
Yeah, 19.7.
My mace is like 8. So, but
I'll take it.
I'm using a 1, but for sure, it's a nice upgrade. Honestly, I'm not even sure what I'm working on. I've just been like running back and forth between Knoll packs that I'm not really even tagging mobs in. You gonna bring the rogue back for Kata, Ogie?
Yeah. I think so. Just because I want legendary daggers.
Yeah. Just go caster then and get the staff.
No, yeah, that's true, I guess. But I don't know. I can't do casters.
Not enough pokey.
Yeah.
It's tough because I really like Kata, and I want to raid in that. But I also want to raid new stuff that I've never done before.
That's why I'm excited for like Classic Plus and like
Sure.
them bringing new stuff.
But I'm nervous about that. That's the thing.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like, I wouldn't be nervous about raids in a new expansion. I wouldn't even be nervous about going back and trying the new raid. Because I'd be like, oh, you know, there's gonna be bosses in there that are exciting and challenging and fun. I'm nervous about Mythic or Classic Plus raids being boring. I'm nervous that they're gonna be shit.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna go in and it's just gonna be like, don't stand in that small patch of fire, and the boss is gonna fear you, so you might get feared into that patch of fire. That's it. That's the fight. Don't get me wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but
Oh, but it does have a tendency to be a little more easier.
well, that's the thing. It's not even all classic was easy, right? Like it was pretty easy, but like 40-man Nax was pretty challenging. So. But yeah, after parsing like 99s for the entire goddamn classic vanilla expansion, I was pretty good. Like, just stand still and nuke because there's no mechanics.
Ain't that the truth? As a mage, it was fun, but also not fun. Basically just pressing Frostbolt the whole time.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna end up playing Druid in Kata. At least as like an alt that I keep geared enough to main, basically, because it's really frustrating that like both main tanks were in the other 10-man, so we were constantly like scrambling for tanks.
Yeah, that's pretty sucky.
Last week was a lot of fun, 10-man wise, because DK came with us.
Oh, nice.
And a couple of the DPS from the other group, so we ended up having like full buffs. We killed Sour Fang. He didn't put up his first stack until like 20%.
Oh, dang. That's pretty nice.
Yer was last with like 11k DPS, so it was a really quick fight.
I just had such a blonde moment. I was trying to put a coarse sharpening stone on a mace.
On a blunt weapon.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck, this shit game? It's bugged. Then I'm like, no, I'm just an idiot.
It feels like I geared up quite on my paladin, but I feel like I'm still so far behind, really.
Yeah. Your damage is there.
Yeah, it's getting there. I still have like 3 or 4 232 pieces or something like that. Like I have all my tier. I have it at least the upgraded.
Yeah, 264.
Yeah.
I like it when I tag a mob right as someone else goes to tag it. So they hit it with like a really hard hitting spell and just chunk it for me, but I get thank you. What do I owe you for this service you provided me?
I like how they gave rogues in this Shadow Strike.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so like I'm not just like outranged by everything.
Wait,
Under the
so
sun.
is it like Shadow Step? In a way?
Yes, kind of. It's like ambush, but like you teleport to the target.
Oh, okay. You have to be stealth,
Yes.
and you're slow while stealth.
Yes.
Yeesh.
But it's a 25-yard range as opposed to, melee. So
Yeah. That's true.
and it's pretty fast, so I can tag stuff pretty quickly. It's just one target though.
Just watching this priest mace things. I'm like, bro, get a wand. Like 10 silver. You don't have 10 silver? Get a wand? It's like your best thing for a priest.
Yeah, I don't have 10 silver right now. 4.
I'd like to point out that you cannot use a wand as a rogue, but just want to let you know. I bet you could sharpen it though.
Yeah, probably.
Damn, these wand strikes are sharp.
Well, I can't even dual wield till 10, so it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, for me it's until level 20. Can't wait.
Is anybody going at Taylor? I'm sure, like, is Amy going tailoring?
Not yet, but I'm sure she will. Right now she went herbing and mining. Just both.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure she will, but she hasn't yet. Because she wasn't sure like what benefits there was to each one yet, so.
Mhm.
I'm going blacksmithing and mining. So I can put sharpening stones on my maces. I hear that's the new thing. I think the coolest part of being a priest right now is having penance as any priest.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty neat.
The one thing I was looking forward to, aside from penance, was I forget the name of the spell, the homunculus or whatever, the apparatuses. whatever, the shadowy figures. It looks freaking amazing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that they also gave paladins the like Blessing of Sanctuary buff, where I'll get mana back while I'm healed, so I can like fully main tank because I'll keep getting mana.
Nice.
Because that made me nervous. I was like, how am I actually gonna keep using these spells?
Right. Got these two dudes in my group trying to tag mobs, and I realized that I'm doing all the work for tagging mobs because I didn't try to tag mobs for like a second and I'm healing and we lose the tags for the first time. And I'm like, come on. I healed for like a second. I had to cancel the heal. Fucking hell.
Gotta love them pugs. Jesus Christ, I just crit for 200 heroic strike.
Well, la-dee-da.
Right?
I crit for 22 earlier.
Me use hammer to smash. Sharpening stones.
Trying to mount. I don't have one of those.
Still got a long way ways ahead of you.
Yeah, like a whole nother phase.
Yep. Well, technically, we're gonna have like a mini mount for the Ashen Veil thing.
Oh.
But yeah, I wouldn't count that too much. Unless you plan on doing all of your leveling in Ashen Veil.
I am gonna do all my leveling.
One spider and wolf at a time.
I got new gloves and forgot that I swapped, and I was like, where the fuck is my attack?
I did that so many times. Do you know by heart what level mining you need to be to mine tin?
No.
Well, I didn't want that tin anyways.
Well, if you clicked on it, doesn't say you need to be.
Yeah, there's an add-on. I don't know which add-on, but I told it to stop like sending me messages. You know, like not enough rage or you can't do that yet. And apparently that also counts for professions. And I'm too lazy to go see which add-on it is to try to fix it.
But it doesn't tell you that you can't put sharpening oil on a mace.
No, what is this fucked up world? I mean, technically, I could like sharpen like the handle, and I could use that part of it as a spear.
Oh.
Now we're cooking.
Like she's just get a wand like me.
Yeah, pretty much. Just start stabbing people with a wand. Oh shit, Oki, is that you?
What? Where?
There's literally a guy named Oki right here in front of me.
It's not me.
That's the guy. We don't like that guy.
No.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
screw
he's
this guy.
level 19 druid.
Yeah. You want me to spit on him?
Delete his character so I can take that name.
I'm gonna befriend him and invite him to the guild to confuse everyone else. Is there an actual like benefit to turning in these supplies other than whatever the rep is going to give you at some point?
I don't know yet. I thought initially it was going to give me whatever it was like stating, but it just gives you a bit. It gives you some XP.
Yeah, 80.
Yeah, it's not much. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like 12,000 XP for my level, and it gives me 80. It's like the same XP as a under-leveled mob, like a green level mob. I need hops for something, right?
Yeah.
This guy or something.
It's actually the guy right. You know when you leave Dead Mines, you go through like the back, the back exit.
On the ramp or on the hill
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Well,
So when you leave that, it's like up. If you invite me to a group, I'm actually right there.
I remember what he is.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's what it was. But I couldn't remember.
It's called the Dagger Hills.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
I
Same.
didn't make as much progress as I wanted. So I'm getting tired too.
Yeah. Plus 12 o'clock just sort of snuck up on me. Working till getting up at 4:30, and staying up till 12. Every Friday's starting to wear on me, or after 12. I can't do 24 hours anymore.
That's pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
Used to be reasonable.
You ain't young no more.
Yeah.
Ooh, a chest just spawned on me. Don't mind if I does. Tommy, you think that guy has something against Asmongold?
Which guy?
The guy in general chat. Big O Tatas.
I wasn't even reading.
Sorry?
I wasn't even reading it.
No. Asmon can suck a fat cock. Like, randomly, not even provoked or anything.
Earlier, some guy was like, gosh, that guy just stole my chest. I cleared the 2 mobs and he took it. And I was like, I think you stole his 2 mobs. And then everybody in general was like, yeah, why'd you steal his 2 mobs? We just started, everybody ganged up on him.
Caused a riot.
Why'd you steal his mobs? That was a good time. Yeah, fuck this. I'm hurting the Stormwind. You gentlemen have a fantastic evening.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Have a good night.
I'm probably wrapping up here myself here soon.
Oh, don't worry. I am too. I'm trying to finish this fucking quest and I'm out of here.
Yeah, like I got on this, one of Rogue Runes is like, go pocket 4 different things in L1 Forest. It's just been like a trick.
Oh, I feel you. For me, it's just all the zones are so saturated.
Yeah, that too. I just got really worried that this rune was gonna be on gloves, and I kind of was like, oh man, that would really suck that I just wasted all this time. Because the one rune that I do have is on gloves, but this one is actually on chest, so...
That's a relief, because I'm having that problem right now.
Mm.
I have 4 runes, and out of the 4 runes, 3 of them are for the hands.
Oh,
So yeah, like
yeah.
can't really do shit with that.
No.
But I don't know. I'm not really nothing groundbreaking with warrior runes.
Right.
Like Victory Rush is basically the only thing that seems a little okay because it makes you, be able to kind of chain pull, and even then, heals you for 10%. It's not the biggest heal when you're taking a beating all the time.
Yeah, that's true. course, I picked the last mob type that I needed to pocket. So now I have to run all the way over from like Hogger to like very east side of the map.
Of course.
I don't want to do that.
The one thing I don't like about Melee, because I always play a caster, but the one thing I don't like about Melee, or at least in Classic, is sometimes you could get really fucking unlucky. Like, with these 12 parries, 16 dodges, like, you could literally go like a good 10 seconds without doing a point of damage to an enemy.
Yeah, I get my ass kicked. Really?
Fuck. Like I was just fighting like what are these things? Knuckle dusters, and it was just a ding 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 ding. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm getting soloed.
Yeah, they're buff.
I don't know. I feel like as casters, like yeah, you get the resist, but I feel like it's not as, I don't know, not as present.
No, it's not as good. I don't think.
It's because I'm missing some sharpening on my my hammer.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, okay, where are you in Westfall?
When I left
I'm in town, really.
Lord Aaron, I
Oh.
returned to a grim state
Do you want a
of
little
affairs
gift?
in my homeland. But there is hope
Sure.
for Westfall yet. As proven by your valor in battle, it is obvious to me that you serve our cause with honor. It is with great pride that I induct thee into the People's Militia. May the light shine upon you.
Sweet.
Trying to find this like rogue NPC here somewhere, but I don't see where they are. Oh, nice.
I know you can't use those until a little later, but
Yeah, I got 2 levels on the sword. But
yeah, the sword's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, nice. Thanks, man.
no problem. I got off the run and I got that one off. It was a run with 4 plate wearers, 3 pallies, 1 warrior, and a hunter.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, apparently pallies are the shit right now.
Yeah, there's so many paladins. Like,
Well, now they could actually do stuff, from what I understand.
right.
Aside from
I don't know
healing.
any paladin.
When I left the tainted lands of Lord Aaron, I returned to a grim state of affairs here in my homeland. But there is hope for Westfall yet. As proven by your valor in battle, it is obvious to me that you serve our cause with honor. It is with great pride that I induct thee into the People's Militia. May the light shine upon you.
See you around. Safe travels.
I think that's calling it for me, okay?
Yeah, I'm about to log here too. I was just trying to find this. Says there's some elite Defiant scout behind the Sentinel Inn on the hill, but there's no dude at the back here, so I don't know where it is.
It's always a sneaky,
basically going to
sneaky.
sleep too.
Hello.
Yeah, I think we're all burnt. I'm not used to staying up this late, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm to bed basically like about an hour ago myself.
Yeah, same. Alright, well, have a good night. We'll,
Yeah, you too, man.
we'll log in tomorrow if we see each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, man. Have a good one.
See you later, dude.